Hey guys, I've got the image of Marisha up that they had for the gesture drawing last night, and a timer. And I'm going to time myself for 1 minute to draw this and show you a different method of gesture drawing. It's not as pretty, but it's easier to start learning from, and then you can build into pretty. People, I'm sorry, but if you don't do foundations, you're going to start getting bad drawing habits. And if you get those bad drawing habits, it is really fucking hard to break them. So, not trying to be an asshole, but I'm going to be an asshole. So, 1 minute. You could do this for 2 minutes if you're newer to drawing. And, give yourself a little bit more time. That's okay. So, we're going to start this off. First thing I want to do is find the interesting portion and get through that pose and make sure I'm getting, really exaggerate. Get the props in. That's the first 15. Okay. Now I'm going to start building, really looking at, okay, what's that hand doing? Okay. And you notice how I'm not taking my hand off of the page? I'm just constantly building. And then we get around here, down, and then plant those feet. And I'm going slow. This is usually super fast. You do not talk. You are focused. And last 10 seconds here. Get that in. And that shoulder. Curve that. Really kick out that torso. Okay. So that's 1 minute. Now, as you can see, I was going very slowly. Usually these are done really, really fast, but in order to focus and talk, I can't go fast. It's hard to do. So you want to do these little scribble lines and then hit the outside points of the body and then keep going and keep moving. And what this does is it gets you warmed up and it gets your quality of line or line quality down, because in certain areas, say especially where there's more weight or a pull, you're going to emphasize that area. Okay? And then the gesture of the hand, there's a little pinky out here type thing. And make sure you're looking at the reference more than you're drawing. So it's hand-eye coordination and stuff. So this is just another method, because the way that Babs was doing was okay, do that, there's a spine, and then okay, here's this structure and that structure and stuff, which is fine. You can do this. It's just, if you don't understand proportions very well and anatomy, it gets really frustrating, because you're going to be spending 15 minutes drawing a freaking skeleton and then not know why your drawing isn't turning out or why you're not drawing fast, and it's because you're obsessing over the details. And this is contour gesture. People can get very obsessed with the details very quickly. So just try all the methods. Don't get stuck in just one. I'm not saying the method that I showed you is just a little bit easier for beginning artists. And these things are not supposed to be pretty, by the way. They are supposed to be rough and loose and really pardon the expression, gestural. You are throwing electricity down. Proko again was talking about how you draw the inner energy of the drawing, but he was lifting his pencil. One of the other things is you're not supposed to lift your pencil with these. You're supposed to just continuously go. So yeah, I'm drawing this head, but I'm using a very light stroke, and then I emphasize by hitting a little bit harder. Same with the neck, and then I work through the body, and then I'll hit that outside, or the inside of that thigh, and the outside of the calf, and then come up and plant, and I keep hitting my fucking stand. But these things are supposed to be very loose and fast, and everyone's I find that a lot of people online don't want to get down to the nitty-gritty of how to do a gesture drawing. They want everything to be pretty. These drawings aren't meant to be fucking pretty, dude. Don't worry about that. If you are learning, don't worry about pretty. Pretty comes later. So that is just a 5-minute tutorial on running line gesture and gestural drawing tips. If you have questions, just leave them in the comments below. I know I'm being an asshole, but guess what? I'm going to be the asshole because sometimes you need that to tell you the truth so that you don't learn bad drawing habits. Anyways, yeah, again, questions, comments below. Yeah, bye guys.